Hey guys, what is up? SleepingKnight77, aka Kyle, here with the first week of pick'ems for the APA. What the pick'ems are going to be, if you have seen something similar with like the GBA and something like that, this is where we go through each week, and we have our five analysts. We have our four analysts. My apologies, our four analysts, and we're going to have a guest APA coach do their picks each week. Now, scores will be tallied. Each participant gets a lock that they will lock in, and it will be worth a double. And that's basically how things are going to work. We're going to see how things pan out at the end of the year. I have not really gotten any explanations from these guys, but I will give my own information that I have, and the explanation as to why I made the picks that I had. First up, we have the Tennessee Trevenants versus the Boston Beadrills. Everyone chose the Beadrills. I do have some faith in the Trevenants, but Miticus is Miticus, and we all go on his side until he decides he wants to screw it up. He'll have a good matchup. I mean, I played him twice. He was in my division when I did play in the league. But myself, Point Blank, Moxie, CMDR, and Carson, aka Creeper Hugger, all chose Miticus because basically for my explanation, Miticus is good until he decides not to be. Now, our next matchup is the Joliet, I don't know how to pronounce that city, it's in Illinois, the Joliet Lycan Rocks against the Houston Rocketots. And I'm the only one who chose the Lycan Rocks on this matchup. I do like Sarah's matchup against Houston. I feel like it's going to be a close matchup that I feel like Sarah can pick up in the end. However, everybody else did choose the Bug Bite Bro, Scotty Dr. Pepper, and the Houston Rocketots. Now, I know I should never go against a Bug Bite Bro in a close match, but here I feel I have to. So best of luck to those two. I feel like it's going to be a close match and a very good match. Might even be our game of the week. For Ampharos versus Monfernos, the Addlestone Ampharos, of course, being Elite Four Dan, the fourth place for last year, and the Montreal Monfernos, who of course is H's here, aka Hugo, who is last year's defending champion. Now, this was a match that could have happened in the finals last season, after the schedule was even made for this season. So, I feel like it's going to be a close match. Dan has improved tremendously from season 4 when I participated. He's improved immensely, and I'm proud to see how far he's come. However, Hugo is a very formidable opponent, and an opponent that I know he's going to have difficulties with, and Hugo is a very good preparation guy. So I feel like he's going to take it out in the end, and Point Blank, aka Kurt, does agree with me. However, Moxie, CMDR, and Carson all went with Dan, so showing how close this match can really be. It's going to be another close match. Next up, we have the Arizona Diamond Storms, who of course is Carson's team, against the Irvine Infernapes, which is Frostfire's team. All of us, including Carson, mind you, chose the Irvine Infernapes. Carson said that he doesn't have much confidence in his draft, and Frostfire is a very good player. I think Carson's been kind of down on himself a bit lately, because he can do anything really when he puts his mind to it. He showed that in the last two seasons, making the playoffs, with Mien Xiao that basically swept everyone, ended two undefeated streaks, and killed my winning streak. So I mean, he's shown that he can do what he needs to, but I think he's just been a little bit down on himself, and I think that might be something to look out for in this week's matchup. My apologies. Next up, we have the Dunfermline. I think that's its. The Dunfermline versus the Adelaide Bolt Strikers. Both. I'm not really familiar with either of these battlers. Even though I was in the group last season, I didn't really get to watch too many of the matches involving the Lanoons, and the Bolt Strikers are new to the league. So, with that being said, I don't really know how this battle is going to turn out. When I made my picks, Point Blank, Moxie, and Carson had all chosen the Lanoons. And looking at the matchup, I feel it's going to be another close matchup, but I feel like the Dunfermline are going to have a bit of an edge in this matchup. For match number 6, of course, is the Carolina Caterpies versus the New England Piplups. As of recording this, they jumped the gun a little bit and decided to do their battle a little bit early. And that's why you see all of our locks next to it, because why would we choose anything else if the match has already been played and we've already watched it? The New England Piplups picking up a very close win against Banded Caterpie and the Carolina Caterpies. But of course, Banded Caterpie has been known for having terrible regular seasons and picking it up in the playoffs. And of course, he was defending champion for seasons 3 and seasons 4 before losing out to Hugo last year. I don't think he made playoffs, which is kind of unfortunate for his end. But he is another one of those that is very good in playoffs. He just needs to get there. Next up, we have the Farfetch'd, the Bellevue Farfetch'd against the Carolina Clefables. I apologize, I'm getting used to some of these new names. Professor Chewy is the coach of the Farfetch'd, and I am not familiar with him at all. However, I am familiar with the runner-up of Season 4 and the third-place finisher of Season 5, the Carolina Clefables, and Panther 2, who is, of course, is the assistant commissioner. So, we are going to have a clean sweep of the Clefables on that one. And it's one of those things where if Panther wants to win, he can definitely win. He always drafts well, and he always preps very, very well. I don't know why I said that twice. He always preps very, very well. So I'm interested to see what Professor Chewy has to bring to the table, but Panther's Panther, and we're all so used to Panther that I think all of us just kind of assume that he's gonna win this one. And our final matchup is the Nashville Infernapes versus the Charlotte Carbings. Now, Nashville is, I don't think they participated last season. I know they participated in Season 4, as I did battle them for the third place matchup, and I know what he can bring to the table when he brings his mind to it. Carbings kind of on an upswing, I think, General Tar Heel, but I do think that the Nashville Infernapes are going to take this one, as well as Carson CNDR and Moxie agreeing with me. Point Blank, the only holdout, choosing the Charlotte Carbings. So, with that being said, guys, that is our pick'em for week number 1. We've are looking to get a official layout for this. However, this season has started, so we did want to get that out before any other matches had been played. So please be on the lookout for the pick'ems each and every week. Of course, the power rankings will be released at similar times each week, following before the pick'ems, and of course the plays of the week will take place on Fridays throughout the season. So with that being said, guys, I'm SleepingKnight77, and for the APA, I'm signing off.